Blessing. Nubian. Blessing. What's happening, family? Blessing. I want to talk about shedding skin. I feel like it's time to shed some skin. At least for me, I'm just speaking on my story. What's happening, T? Yo. What's good, family? How y'all been, though? Peace. Joe, what's happening? Hey, y'all, what's up with it? What's up with it? Yeah, like a snake. Shedding skin like a snake, boss. Like a snake. Hey, it's been a minute, dog. I'm going to go ahead and let y'all know real quick. I've been in a real bag. Just trying to become the bag. Like, the vibe of the bag. I've been really working on the vibe. And so I was able to complete my first ebook. That bad boy came out in 90 pages. And it's pretty much, that's what I've been working on. And, I mean, I've sold a few copies, but I'm not even really interested in selling. I had a new mindset shift, so I'm moving a little bit different. But thank you, Nubian. I appreciate it. It's hard. Hey, this shit is probably the hardest shit on planet Earth. I don't care what job you have. Staying aware is the hardest shit. So congratulations. You've been working 24/7. You feel me? But anyway, when it comes to shedding skin, right? I'm just speaking from like my personal moment right now, because a lot of things have been popping off, and I always try to dedicate it to the energy. Like right now, fucking Mercury doing this wild shit, and it's just becoming more difficult to stay in balance with a lot of people right now. That's real though. It's not hard. It's just new. But when we talk about shedding skin like snakes do, you know, why do they shed their skin? Like, who are they after they shed their skin? It seems like they're more of themselves. But the skin that we shed in normally is the wounds, it's the trauma, it's the not knowing enough or thinking that you don't need to know enough or whatever doubt or thought of inconsistency is showing up. But like in the process of shedding skin, hey, Nubian, you wildin'. But in the process of shedding skin, right, it's so important to utilize the power of the tongue. I'll go ahead and say the term pray. It is so important to use the term pray because I don't know about you guys, but I've been trying to fucking transform since I realized that I've been who the world wanted me to be and not who my higher self needed me to be. So I've been in the process for transformation and for a minute. I thought I was going to already hit a gold by now, bitch. I thought I was going to get a gold star by now. Shit. I thought I was going to get something. I didn't get a damn thing besides some more wisdom. And in the more wisdom, it's almost like it just started, to be honest. So when it comes to shedding skin and the process and also utilizing prayer in that process, it's like when you're shedding skin, it could look like, oh, I'm moving out. Or it could look like, you know, I'm not going to hang out with these people. Or it could be like, nah, next time this nigga calls or this lady calls, I'm going to tell her exactly what it is. And now, okay, that's it. So the shedding of the skin can show up to be like a person, a situation, environment, a group of people. But then when you're shedding skin and it's you, it's old fragments of you that do not serve, or it's old fragments of you that are not really what you should be holding on to. The shedding of the skin seems to be a little different. It's not really like you're going to see much. But I'm going to break it down to y'all and reassure you that you have all the power within you right now to shed your skin and also to move yourself to the level that you see yourself. All right. So in this breakdown, when we're shedding skin and it's our own old self or our own old mental patterns and ways of thinking, it's a lot about identifying your beliefs. And it's easy to identify somebody else's belief. But when you're by yourself, this is probably the hardest shit to do, because when you are talking to someone, one thing I want you guys to be mindful about is where you express your story from, or the position where you explain your story. Because if you explain your story from a place of, I want you to feel sorry for me, you're reaffirming this energy into your own reality, because by the way you're speaking about the story. So I posted something earlier. It was along the lines of, share your story in a way that empowers yourself and empowers others. So if somebody was saying, damn, bro, I'm just running out of money. I'm broke. Like, you have to change that and actually imply something in the future with the statement. So it'd be more so of the nature of, bro, I'm working through a financial trauma right now. I'm getting through this shit right now. But it's not like I'm broke and this is what it is, like accepting the situation and there's no power, you can't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot about how you articulate your story to yourself and how you explain your story to other people. So if you're going to explain your story about how you got through trauma with your parents or something like that, like, don't take upon yourself to beat them down in the story. You know what I'm saying? Because we will do that shit. I'll do it. I'm not going to pretend like I'm, you know what I'm saying? I come through with it. You know what I'm saying? I'll just tell y'all what it is. Like, I will try to subconsciously, I don't even really be like, man, I hope this person, you know what I'm saying? Like, I hope this person's on my side after the conversation. I don't even think about that shit. But I literally will show up and express my story from a place of powerlessness. And it just took me to realize the shedding of the skin that, you know, I'm creating more of what I don't want. Can anybody relate to that? That's great advice. Thank you, Nubian. Another great shoulder, 100. But yeah, so for me, identifying the beliefs is really one of the critical spots. You really have to be able to see why you're seeing things from where you're seeing it from. So it's like, why am I standing in my old stories talking about it? Why am I not standing where I want to be talking about it? Yeah, I'll give you an example. So I was born in a funny situation. I was able to overcome it in a long period of time, but my funny situation looked like the same for a lot of people. All of us had the same situations, but I wasn't too excited about it while I was in it, you know. But it gave me the opportunity to ask for something more. And upon asking for something more, it took me to so many different rabbit holes. Damn, I done seen 365 species of rabbits by now, digging these holes and shit. And right now, I'm a whole different being. Right now, the opportunity that is available for me is, I couldn't even express it to you because I'm such a different human. I'm such a different being. So I'm blessed that I had to come out the dirt, because my trophies look better after I clean them off the dirt, after I clean the dirt off them. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's just a way to express your story in a way that allows the person hearing it to feel powerful. And you have to do that shit for yourself. So boom. How do you identify your beliefs? Like I was saying, it's harder to do this by yourself. It's a lot easier if you have a light being somewhere around you that you could talk to in an open, transparent way where they could help you figure your shit out. But if you don't have nobody, then you really got to slow down. Like, meditation every day isn't even enough to slow it down, to catch all of these old programs. But what you can do is, when you witness yourself thinking a thought, you must use your throat chakra. You must say something that allows the image in your mind to be different from the thought in your mind. Because the thought in your mind is coming from your subconscious. That's why you didn't think about it. It just shows up through your emotions. So it's like, when that's happening, you have to be not so aware, but you do have to start slowing down more and thinking about why you always trying to save this, or why you always want to do things a particular way, because you have some type of subconscious fear, like, oh, if I don't do it this way, then, you know, something else is going to go down that I don't want. So the trick, not really a trick, is really just what we've been taught, but we don't use it like this. It's the word prayer, because at that very moment, you are redirecting the image in your mind. So if, for example, let's say you run a business and today wasn't one of the good days in sales, right? You could say anything you want about that, but what are you going to say that's going to keep you strong? You get what I'm saying? What can you say that's going to reignite your fire within you? What can you say that's going to actually give you hope for tomorrow? That's what you think about. Because if you're looking at last $1,000 in your account, or let's say your number is 900, as soon as you hit 900, you're like, damn, I got to do something. Bill's coming. I got to do something. So like, if that's a thought, you have to say something. You have to acknowledge the abundance. You have to acknowledge spirit. You have to acknowledge the infinite. You have to acknowledge God. You have to acknowledge the essence of what you'd rather see. You feel me? And it's like, it's so difficult to do it because that's not how they taught us to do it. That's not how they taught us to utilize prayer, at least for me. I don't know about everybody, but when I was growing up and being raised, I wasn't illustrated understanding how powerful the image in your mind is. You know what I'm saying? Especially because they had Jesus in there, but I didn't have that understanding of how powerful the image is in your mind. So when we talk about shedding skin, it's literally like you really have to allow yourself to be yourself, and you have to be more critical about yourself than you've ever been. And it's just not easy. It don't feel good. It really sucks, honestly. But in the process of doing that, you can, number one, write down every belief that does not rock. If you believe that you cannot be successful in this bullshit ass matrix, you're not going to be. And that might be cool for you, but let me tell you something. I like my motherfucking mangoes. And I like being warm and shit. We not even, like, I'm not trying to be cold. So what am I supposed to do? Nigga, I'm going to have the prosperity I was born with. That's what I'm going to look around and see. So what do I need to do that? You know what I'm saying? Well, you got to learn how to manage energy. So boom, I'm going to learn how to manage energy because I decided that I'm going to live a prosperous life, period. So, you know, that's how you unravel the old program and take it into the new program, but you have to create the new program. And they didn't say that. So let me give you some additional assistance on how to sustain the new program, because this is what's going to happen. And this is what happened to me. The moment I started transforming, the moment money started flying into my account from the internet, the moment I started being able to move and make moves, and niggas was like, where's he's traveling again? Where the fuck is he going? When I was able to do that, I had programmed my mind with affirmations. I had programmed my mind with different ways of seeing money. I had programmed my mind with different ways of seeing service and value. And when I was in another country, making money on the internet, enjoying some sweet ass papayas. Oh my God. Oh shit. Hey, I gotta travel again. But look, when I was out there and I came back, when I got back to the US and I stepped into my former room, I was looking around my room and I could see every type of way I was behaving, every type of way I was thinking, like all the things that I thought were important, all the things that I never touched. I could see the dust on shit. And it didn't bring me back like immediately, but it made me think about how it was when I was there. You know what I'm saying? I literally time traveled almost. Because let's say I left in 2019 and it's 2020, I'm coming back and my whole shit's the same way it was in 2019. Like if I don't rearrange this shit, I'm going to slip back. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because it really works like that. I walk into my room. I had some shit right here. You know what I'm saying? And the shit was there when I came back. So it's like, wow, I remember that from then, time traveling. So now you don't move forward in yourself, but now your environment is pulling you back to your previous self. So what did I have to do? Well, I have to rearrange my whole fucking room. I had to start throwing shit out. You know, I was like, oh, well, if I didn't need this shit in 3 months, I'm definitely not going to use it now. So I started to clear my space physically, in the same sense spiritually, because I sleep in my room. That's my subconscious nest. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes to shedding the skin, you have to see the beliefs and you have to see where they're coming from too. Like you have to change the foundation of what you operate on, or else your old thoughts going to come back. And it's hard because, for example, when I started leveling up my thinking, I could get paid for my job, but I know that I could go spend $8 on a meal, or I could spend $8 on this t-shirt that I'm finna sell for $20. So it's like every time I go buy some food outside, I'm like, damn, I just really wasted $12 because I could have made my own food. And if I had invested the $8 into my system, that shit would have spit out 12. So, well, 12 additional dollars, you know what I'm saying? So it just made my mind different. Like, I'm not going to just use this energy like everybody else is just using energy. Oh, I'm about to go get the new iPhone and not even fucking use it just to show everybody that I fucking have it. I'm not going to do that. Why? Because I'm using my energy to invest into myself. The kingdom of heaven is within. Where you going to look first? You feel me? So I started pouring in. Now I started spending money on books. I started spending money on courses. Why? Because I am the value. Whatever I do is what I get paid for. You can't get paid for a job you don't operate at, but they not paying for you to just do whatever you're doing. They paying you because you're the one doing it. So like you really gotta invest. Thank you, Leonard. You really gotta invest your time and money. And let me tell y'all this. I heard this study on Tom Bilyeu's podcast, Impact Theory. It was talking about how they could see the potentiality of a child and their success based on if they will take the one marshmallow right now, or if they would pass on the one marshmallow and say, I'll wait an hour and get 2 marshmallows. So they're trying to use a psychological premise that if you take the sweet thing now, if you take the reward now, then you won't have nothing later. So they were pretty much utilizing this study to show that people who have long-term thinking are often more successful because they don't squander what they have at the moment. And this is all energy management. Like, this shit should have been in motherfucking school if we was really being educated and we was really drawing out from within the true substance of knowledge. But we was being programmed because we've been told, you spend money. I have money to spend. But they've not really talked heavily on investing or even what that concept really is. So let me get back to shedding skin. All right. So, yeah, I mean, I pretty much told you already. Like, we shed skin similar in the way of snakes. But when a snake sheds their skin, they heal different parts of the body in the same way our skin repairs. But when it comes to shedding the skin of the belief system, now you have to understand your own system. And it's easy to understand the system when the shit's shouting in your face. Like, let's say, understanding the program that comes with religion. That's a little bit easier because it's not inside your body. You know what I'm saying? It's not inside the space between your head. It's like somebody else telling you, somebody else trying to instruct you, somebody else trying to make you think. But when it becomes you and it becomes I want to be, or it becomes what do I want to be, then it's like I need to know where my limits are. How can I know if I don't check my limits? How do you check your limits? You listen to your emotions because your emotions snitch on your limits. Seriously. Use energy to invest in myself. 1,000. That's a good way to move. And I'm sure everybody on this platform, anybody who find this channel or anybody who find this frequency is doing that already. I have a strong feeling because you're aware, becoming aware, or interested in becoming aware. You somewhere in the scale, and I don't know where you are because shit, I don't even know where I'm at. I just know that every single day is my opportunity. It's the now moment, and I'm making use of the now moment every single day. So, I mean, that's pretty much what I wanted to share with y'all. I've been really writing down the beliefs that come into my mind. And now, I wouldn't say I pray more than ever, but I have definitely been fucking opening my throat chakra. Never like I have ever been before. Before it was more like, I'm just not going to fuck with nobody who's not vibing because I don't want to like walk away with some shit that I don't want. Then it was like, I'll talk to anybody. If they bring me some bullshit, I will smack them with it and walk away peacefully because I'm the one to walk away with it. And then now it's like, I dare somebody to say some shit. They're going to wake up right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, what else is there? What else? What else? What else? What else? What are we doing? This shit is boring sometimes. Like, we just were supposed to make money and what? This shit gets boring. And now it's like, oh, well, after, figuring out the secrets and learning the occult things and finding out, this shit's still boring. So I'm just trying to link up with the squad. Maybe we can fucking run some shit on the internet, bitch. We be in Puerto Rico. I don't know. But this shit right here, this 9 to 5, this shit is boring. It's boring. And that's the reason why I decided, okay, well, what problem can I solve right now? You know what I'm saying? I can blame somebody. I can say, oh, man, I wish they would have broke down mindset and understanding astrology. They fucked me up by not telling. Nigga, I'm somebody. Nigga, I'll teach everybody right now what I can right now. You know what I'm saying? So the most fun about this shit, I'm telling y'all, my honest heart truth right now. The most fun about this shit is literally sharing information at this point. Maybe it might get more fun when the bank balance blow up and we could be in the motherfucking Costa Rica sucking on coconuts and papayas, because those are my favorite. But for real, like, if you're not investing into yourself, I don't know what we're doing. Because they say we're just slaving. But damn, that shit even sounds a little bit more fun. Like, at least we could sneak up on a nigga and try some shit. You know what I'm saying? But now it's like 9 to 5. Got some more money. $100 left in the bank account. Wait till 2 weeks. This shit is whack, dog. This shit is whack. So, I want to share more about how to move in the realm of business, but it's so much not as important. Like, I really want to do that, but I think I'm going to do it on another platform because it's actually just not as important as walking around lost. Because you can have a whole bunch of money and be walking around lost. Don't pay no tribute to your ancestors. Pay no tribute to your higher self. And just, what? Like, what? I don't know. But I just wanted to share that with y'all, family. Anybody want to jump in live? I just wanted to break down. It's time to shed skin. And I know personally, I'm shedding a lot of skin in relationships. Like, people have been trying to gaslight me. And I'm going to give y'all this game. I hope it's for somebody. People have been trying to gaslight me off some bullshit. Like, I don't even know really the term gaslight. I'm just going to break down the story. So imagine somebody expecting you to do something, but not telling you to do it. And then they mad at you that you didn't do it. And they try to make it your fault. It's like they pour gas on you and they throw a flame at you at the same time and watch your ass explode. It's crazy. But the last time somebody tried to do that to me, I was like, I'm not taking blame for your shit. So you expect me to take blame with you? That shit don't belong to me. Oh, you got me fucked up. Now you're going to have to come correct, dog, because I'm not rocking with that shit. End of conversation. Last text. Didn't respond. Nigga, I don't give a fuck. Why? Because I'm not going to carry nobody's shit around. That's fucking crazy. You got 2 arms, bitch. Find a backpack. But I'm not carrying your shit. And that's what people of low vibration do. And that's why I'm like, shed skin, dog. It's time to shed the skin. Like, I don't even want people to have access to me like that, for real. You know what I'm saying? Even though I really do, because I'm a giver. I'm a sharer. But like, damn, dog, I swear, I was so in my giving spirit when I was younger. Now that I got some wisdom, now that I've been learning just a little bit, this motherfucker is hard. It is hard to be loving to these people sometimes. Oh my gosh. And I don't understand why. I mean, I do understand why, but I don't understand why I haven't overcome how hard it is. They always talk love and shit. Keep saying it, because I'm trying to hear it. I'm trying to hear it. But sometimes you have to kick a fucking door. I don't know how else. I don't know how else. And it just makes me think about why I was such a young, angry kid. Well, bitch, I've probably been hip to this shit before, you know what I'm saying, right now. Do you find that you're now more detached and less giving? I am. And I'm not excited about that. And that's the reason why I shine with y'all. And I really don't shine unless I'm on here. Like, if I'm not on here, it's because I'm really in my foundation mode. But that, I would say yesterday, I feel like I'm more detached. It's hard for me to really care about some shit that is really going on right now. Like, somebody getting married or some shit like that. And I know we can talk, you know, we can break that shit down like, oh, married, like, talking about motherfucking the Caucasian system. We can break this shit all the way down. But I don't feel like that's me all the way. You know what I'm saying? That's not really me all the way. Like, I'm a type of person, I see God in others. But now it's like, if you ain't see God in yourself, damn, this shit's hard. I see God in others. So if I see somebody and the person is, I don't even know how to explain it. I can't tell you if a person is pure, my nigga. I'm not trying to read up on your shit. But if we link and the vibe is right, no questions asked, I can see you somewhere far beyond where you at right now. And I don't know how I'm doing that. I just feel like you prosperous. And it's my mind, like in my mind's vision. You know what I'm saying? I see that like that. But with these people, it'd be hard. Like I'd be having to tell myself like, wait, don't believe what they showing you. Like, it's so hard, bro. This shit is so hard. And it's not even like I'm trying to walk around just fucking spark people on in a minute and shit like that. But it's like, this shit makes it hard to care. It makes it hard to care. And then once you're detached, I don't know. Shed skin. Like, I don't know what to do, bro. I'm trying to figure this out right now. I'm trying to figure this shit out right now. Because I already started shedding skin. Because I had to kick some doors and shit. But right now, it's how do you access that level of care when you know the person's perspective? When you know what they don't know? When you know where they're at still? You know everything. Goddamn. Walking around encyclopedia looking ass. And you still can't care. I don't know. I'm trying to... And it's like... I just hope the best, but then at the same time, it's like, I can't even allow myself to not be giving love like that. Like, why am I still here if I can't give my love? You know what I'm saying? If I can't honestly give you the love of my energy, I don't know why we still hanging out. I don't know why you so close. I don't know why I could just see you down the street. Like, I should move. I want to be around people that I can freely give my love to, and they shouldn't feel inferior or, you know, I don't know, bro. It's either I learn this shit or I start breaking shit. You know what I'm saying? I have to tap into that real true care, or I'm just gonna start breaking shit because I'm getting bored, dog. Like, I'm getting bored. I'm not afraid. So don't talk death or any of those things. This shit is boring. Let's spark this bitch up. How about that? All right, let me get to these comments before I start going wild in this bitch. Have you tried Bufu? What's that? Yeah, if anybody has some idea on how to, I don't even want to say I want to be more attached because I'd be fucking lying. But I would want to say that I would just want to find a way to still share and still give without being attached. It will never only be around people we can freely give our love to. It's plant medicine. Okay, I've never heard of Bufu. Nah, that's not one of the plant medicines I know of. But I'd be interested to know what's up with it. Meditation, Nabug21, beautiful. I would say meditation all day. But I've been meditating every day. Not because I'm trying to be like, I meditate every day. Bitch, I need to meditate every day. I need to meditate every day. If I don't meditate and I have another engagement or somebody just calls my phone and I just left the conversation, I'm like, fuck. How? I'm not answering. I need 30 minutes. I have to. I don't even have a traditional corporate job because of the low vibes and how much I fear how much I'm gonna need to meditate. Like, I don't even want to fucking have to meditate that much. So I'm like, yo, balls out, butt ass naked there. I'm going for the business. I'll crash and burn first before I come back because I don't even want to deal with nobody's other energy. But meditation, I would say, show me something. Teach me something. I've been meditating for 3 years. I have a couple different techniques that I use once I do become rested or calmed. I do have a couple of guided meditation channels that I do find on YouTube to have superb guided meditations. But even with all of that, when you have a living brain being in front of you and their energy is toxic, you try to meditate then. That's the whole purpose. It's to get right for the moment when it goes wrong. You know what I'm saying? I feel like meditation helps me in real life. I don't do this shit just so I could like feel good all the time, but it's more like if I do it and I do go into a situation where shit gets hot, nigga, I'm 10 steps ahead. Oh, you could try to provoke me. You could try to get under my skin, bitch, but I already zipped up, my nigga. I'm just watching somebody scratch at the wall at this point. You know what I'm saying? But without meditation, I'm going to clap back. Without meditation, I will snap on you. And I might say some shit that I need to text you or call you after about to be like, yo, I know what I said and I really meant it. But to be honest, I shouldn't have said it like that. I'm going to have to call you because I sleep with myself and I sleep really good. So I'm not fucking that up. Not for you, not for my mother, nobody. So I'm going to have to come clean. But sometimes you have to kick doors. And I'm like, fuck it then. Let's just kick the doors down. If somebody brings the bullshit, try to be loving. Try your best. I would say be loving to your best ability. Because sometimes somebody is showing you an emotion inside of you that you haven't rectified or you haven't dealt with. So you not kicking the door down is you. It's not about the conversation. It's not really about the context. It's not really about if it gets escalated. It's really about you and how you treat yourself. How you allow others to treat you shows you how you treat yourself. So, nigga, I kick doors. Fuck them. I don't know what else to do now because I try to do namaste and all that, but that shit don't really work. It works when you're talking to your own. But if you're talking to somebody who don't know themselves, that shit does not work. Kick doors. I don't know what else to tell you. So, kick doors. Shed some skin. You know what I'm saying? This Mercury retrograde, I was in the shadow feeling like, damn, Mercury. Damn it. I swear I knew I was going. But in addition to that, like, I do got some new videos I'm posting on Light Power's YouTube channel. I'm just moving myself back into the spirit of giving and the spirit of being connected, because, and I know I just used some weird words like the spirit of, but the feeling of that connectedness is so important to me. And I haven't noticed how important to me it was until I noticed how detached I was, and then how much I wasn't able to really care. But it's better that I can care about some real shit than to care about some shit I don't give a fuck about. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's better. Why? Now I walk around with a different type of energy. And the people that are attracted to me, like, they really know that. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to show up off some woo-woo stuff or, oh, chakras. Nah, bitch. We talk about everything. So you don't want to come over here like you really want to talk about it when you don't. You know what I'm saying? Young Lotus, peace. Greetings. Yes, transparency. I feel, for me, it's the only way. It's the only way. And one point in time, people are going to realize, you know what I'm saying? And this is not new. I hope this is not new, because I remember when I was in Sunday schools and things, they would say you cannot be a prophet in your own house or something of that effect. Why? Because the people that know you in their mind, they know of you as your former self. They have not yet accepted who you are right now. So nobody's going to look at you and see what you got, because they don't care. They're referring you to who they've seen you to be in the past. And this is pretty much how we're perceived when we awaken, in the areas in which we awaken in, from what I've noticed. You might be in the best family. Your mother might have been priestess. Congrats. Teach me something. But coming out the dirt, my nigga, I seen that part. I seen that part. So, every one of my uncles, aunties, I mean, I'm not really going to say nothing negative about them, because I'm not going to put that out. But it's like, it's hard to know when somebody loves you when they don't love themselves. It's the hardest shit to know in the world, because they'll say that they love you when you do some shit against yourself. They'll say that they love you when you do some shit against your own will, or when you sacrifice yourself for them. That's when they say that they love you, you know. Sometimes they won't accept the new you, not your problem. 1,000%, Joe. 1,000, bro. Because you're not for everybody. I know I was born to my mother, but I might not be for her no more. You know what I'm saying? Because what I carry is medicine. I am the medicine. There's some sick people out there who's looking for medicine. And they might not even be sick for real, but they just want to stock the cabinet, so at least they got the medicine. You know what I'm saying? So I serve and help whoever want to be served and helped. But don't tell me wear the motherfucking costume to help you, bitch, because I will not wear it. I'm not wearing it. Not wearing it. Not putting it on. Not putting it on. So with that being said, family, I just wanted to share this. Like, to be honest, my soul been at me like, dog. Like, say something. And I've been fighting myself about this. Why? I can't even clearly give y'all a reason. It's basically how the disconnect I feel around me is playing into the disconnect within me. It's creating a disconnect. That's why I'm like, nah, it's time to shed the skin, because I've watched myself retract in a way. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that in a way like I'm not where I want to be. I'm exactly where I need to be, but it's like the feelings of life are not there. Like, we should still be able to enjoy this shit. You know what I'm saying? We should still be able to enjoy this every single day. And if it's not being enjoyed, we're not doing it all the way right. But that's cool, because we just take note. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's cool. I'm going to just take note. Woo! Hey, that's cool, but I'm going to just take note. My subconscious mind be saying some bullshit. I'll be like, that's cool. I'm just going to take note and rectify that bitch with some new affirmations. It'll be gone by tomorrow. Imagine you have like an argument or a confrontation with somebody today, and like it turned into a big debate or a big tussle, like argumentatively. And y'all separate, y'all go your own ways, like the conversation's over, I'm going home. You'll be thinking about that shit. And the next day, you'll be thinking about it, but not as much. And then the next day, you'll be thinking about it, but not as much as the first day or the second day. And in the same way, that's how the power loosens with the belief. Like, once you notice the belief, it's like the first day. We just fought. The next day, I noticed your ass yesterday, so you better stand 10 steps behind me. And then the next day, it's like, I've been noticing these beliefs about money for the last 3 days now. And then you start doing the affirmations. I mean, you can start the affirmations from the jump, but like, that's pretty much the loosening of the belief. You can see it in your experience. So like, you're going to realize, I actually don't have that thought about money when I reach the last $1,000 in my bank account. That thought don't come no more. Why? Because I started affirming something new. I'm ready for prosperity, and prosperity is ready for me. So I say that, it goes out, and then the boomerang showed me what I said. Thank you. Acknowledgement. Thank you, spirit. Thank you. Thank you, universe. Acknowledgement. Then it's like, it's almost like, oh shit. Damn, I was going to say something, but then it's like, it's almost like a girl telling you when you're doing something right. She'd be like, oh, thank you for blah, blah, blah. Then you know that blah, blah, blah is what you did, and that was noticed. You have to have that relationship with spirit. Like, when something good shows up, you have to be like, I knew something good was on the way. Why? Because you said, I expect something good in my day today. And you just gotta keep speaking this shit. You really gotta just use the word, because, all right, I'm gonna give y'all this. The word, right? Look at me when I'm saying this. My mouth is expressing thoughts, and these thoughts are creating images, and these images are articulating information, and the information is being processed, right? My words are like the seed, right? And that's the reason why we always say, you know, you're the gardener of your own mind. Because if somebody says something, says a word or drop a seed, and you allow that shit to fall in the soil, now you've allowed somebody to plant some shit in your garden. You're the gardener though. So it's nobody's fault. You watch that shit happen. That's why I say stand at the door, and sometimes we got to kick doors, because if somebody drops some shit that I don't want, and it's not for me because I don't want it and I don't need it, I need to throw that shit back. That's why the text will say something like, rebuke others. Bitch, have it all the way, 300% backwards, bitch. I don't want none of that, right? But in the same way, that's just the word. That's just the seed. Like, the tongue is the shovel. The tongue is a shovel. And we have all the elements of the earth right in the mouth. That's crazy. I didn't even look. That's just crazy. But the tongue's like the shovel. Why? Because the tongue can either take you out of a situation or put you into a situation. Bury your ass in the motherfucking poverty. Talking about I'm broke. You feel me? The tongue is a shovel. It lifts the earth. It moves the mass. And it also moves the thought. So the thought is the seed. The shovel is the tongue. So I'm going to say what I want to see. I'm going to say the fruit that I want. I'm going to speak the fruit into my own soil and nurture this myself. I'm about to close this, but after the tongue being the shovel, the seed being the thoughts or your words, you still have the saliva. The saliva now represent the water, because that's the nature of the element, water. So now you have the shovel, you got the physical piece, you have the seed, you have the metaphysical piece, you have the thought, right? Then you have the water, which is the element or the life force, right? So you have to literally speak your way out of situations. Why? Because you're planting seeds every day, all the time, every moment, each and every time. And when you start doing this, then you realize your attention is a light. You feel me? Your attention is a light. So if you're paying attention to the things that you want to see and you're speaking about them, they will grow. That's the game, dog. You are the gardener of your own mind. If somebody has told you you won't be successful and you accepted it, you might have some trees by now. You might have some motherfucking weeds by now. But it's all good. Why? Because you're the gardener. Ain't no shit can be there if you don't want it to be there. So I don't want these weeds here. I'm a prosperous person. Time to uproot these weeds. Get these bitches out of here. And now what I'm going to do? Now I'm going to speak my prosperity into my life. I'm going to carry my shovel and lift myself out of the situation with my words. Why? Because my thought is aligned to what I'm saying, which means my belief, my thought, and my emotion are together. I can't lose like that. I can't lose like that. Because that's the trinity that they always talking about. That's the trinity we're trying to achieve. It's actually allowing for the thought that comes into you to partner with the true emotions of you and for you to act on them. Now you're in the spirit. Now you align with spirit. Now you're walking in the spirit. So like, you know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to share that everything that we do in the dark comes to light. You know what I'm saying? It's like the same thing. if I say this shit and nobody see me saying it, oh, y'all gonna see it because it's gonna come to light. Why? Because I planted seeds. You feel me? I planted seeds. I nurtured my seeds with my thought and my attention, which is light. And now you can see. But you could only see it because it came to the light. I seen the shit when it was in the dark, bitch. Because I was down there. You know what I'm saying? I was down there. So, woo! Hey, y'all showing love, though. I appreciate y'all. Y'all showing love. Hey, piece of TY, what's good? Appreciate you. Thank you for these reminders. I like you, brother. Hey, I like you too. Right back. Peace. Hey, I appreciate y'all, family. So look, it's time to shed the skin. You dig? It's time to shed the skin, and it's not going to be easy, but I promise you that if you see yourself in a new way, and you look in the mirror and that way is not today, you can change it. I've done it once, and I reverted. Bitch, I'm not going to revert this time. Nigga, I got it right now. I got it right now. So I'm going to work with this, and I'm going to manifest something great, but not for the sake of just having, though, but for the sake of having to give. You feel me? That's the nature of my being. You know, I'm abundant. That's the nature of my being. I'm abundant. That's the nature of my being. So I'm going to come back with some more insights, but I really do want to talk about this because I might be wrong all the way about this shit. I might be wrong, but I've watched what happened in my life when I was speaking prosperously, even though I wasn't seeing what I was talking about. I watched how my life changed when that shit started. And man, the amount of ideas that have